It's like the ultimate Asian lore. Some may believe, some may not. I don't have a phone. Like, I just don't have it in my 18 years of life. And when I tell this to anyone else, my friends, my peers, or anyone that I meet, they will view me like I'm from an Asian civilization like 1,000 years ago. And what's the most ironic thing is that I'm always glued with laptop. I would always stay with my laptop, and my routine would be logging into Instagram every 8 a.m. in the morning. And I see the stories and feeds flooded when I log into Instagram. From celebrities flexing their 20K diamond chain, from some sleek shop from random people, some hustlers from drop shipping, just any kind of it. And I would obviously be thinking, wow, they're living such a perfect life. What am I doing here? And as obviously, I would just click the like in a post, and then just comment, living your best life, and then just move forward, feeling awkward and guilty. And if you've never felt jealous while you're scrolling through social media, you're either a saint or you're really good at lying yourself. So I want you guys to raise your hands if you've ever felt the same moment feeling jealousy. I expected most of the people raise your hand. And here comes the interesting part. I think we've all heard from any people, from internet professors, from your friends, your families, your parents, whoever it is, that social media is useless, it's just not good. Some may say it's a curated snapshot, some may say it's superficial, it's fake. But we quickly forget that as we just scroll through our reels. Because after all, images leave a far more deeper impression than just vague assertions, don't they? And I want to introduce the concept of hyperreality here. Here, Jean Baudrillard, a French philosopher, he defined this term as a state where reality itself becomes overshadowed by the simulations of reality. You know, like when you start actually believing the heavily filtered golden hour Instagram of your friend's post. Okay, I got you. We totally believe you woke up looking like a perfectly groomed unicorn this morning. We got it. And this hyperreality happens when the simulated reality, the perfectly filtered, the strategically edited reel, becomes more real to us than an actual, imperfect, messy life of us. Or even, with those celebrities with neat and white teeth that just glimmering through their photos. And this power lies precisely on ambiguity, because social media blurs the line between fake and real. And this is what it makes social media so deceptive. It is not fully fake, but it is not fully real. It's somewhere in between. It's in that area of gray zone. And consider your friend's vacation post. His name is Joey. He's having an awesome vacation in Cancun. He's having some nice foods, having a great time with his friends, and uploaded some great pictures of his sunset, of his selfies. And just think about it. Is the joy that he's portraying completely fake? I mean, not necessarily. Maybe Joey's really enjoying his vacation, his best vacation in Cancun. But what if maybe his picture is a bit exaggerated? Or his picture is a bit curated? Or his picture is a bit enhanced, packaged neatly for the digital consumption? Maybe Ashton Hall's early morning routine is no different from this. That subtle exaggeration, that just little tweak that we make on our posts, is precisely where this term hyperreality thrives. And we have millions and millions of these kinds of posts fluttering around social media. But how exactly does this kind of colonization happen in our minds? We're willingly participating in our own deception, and we're actively choosing to believe in this filtered narrative over our lived reality. And with this hyperreality, we believe that social media is a platform for connection and everything. But every time we reach for our phone, our focus is a currency. For example, Meta, X, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever social media platform you think about. The one thing they all have in common is algorithm. As we all know, they engineer algorithmic feeds, but to capture that currency, turning every swipe and tap into a data transaction. And in this new form of economy, our thoughts, our emotions, our meanings are mined and colonized into likes, clicks, and ad impressions. And within this hyperreality, our value increasingly hinges upon simulations rather than genuine human interaction. It's like it's really like swimming through dead piles of animals in an ocean. So I would like to raise this question. Is social media truly, can we call social media truly a social media? And I would like to bring this quote from James Ferraro. He's an underground artist that I really like. I always listen to him. And his musical themes often revolve around commodification and consumerism. And what he once said is that we swam through the hell of endless discovery, and out of humanity's renaissance of waste, we arrived at our omnipresence. At just first glance, it's just a fancy poetic flair that we would all like. But this is our modern reality. That is that we're living in a world where there's more and more information, but less and less meaning. The more we scroll, ironically, the less we're feeling connected to others. We're again questioning the social aspects of social media. Think back to this morning. I'll think back to this morning. I snooze my alarm, I reach my laptop in the desk without my feet leaving the ground in the bed. I'll swipe through the first Instagram story with those viral USC I Think a challenge and meme that will make me laugh for exactly 3 seconds, and I'll scroll. And what I would think is that that's the reality that I like. But now you might think I'm about to delete Instagram, just get away with all those technologies, and live like a digital monk. But that's not precisely what we want. Because life, just like hyperreality, isn't a battle between black and white. Again, it's a gray zone, a spectrum of gray, similar to hyperreality or social media in certain aspects. And the real danger is that we've forgotten these platforms are built to serve our needs, the true needs of theirs, not the other way around. So should we all toss our phones and go to Wi-Fi free island? Tempting, right? So let's be honest. How can we share our newfound virtue in this cruel world of social media? Or because the solution isn't precisely from just quitting everything, just totally quitting from social media. That's not what we want. It's more of reclaiming agency over our digital lives. Because it's 21st century. There are technologies everywhere, and it is beyond impossible to just refrain from using it totally. Rather, what we want to do, truly, is to need to be clear about recognizing how hyperreality thrives and how the economics work. It's an exaggerated, seductive, and enticingly problematic construction. We don't want to see constant repression, but we want to question it. We want to challenge it, and sometimes we want to laugh about it occasionally. Because recognizing reality is a pretty obvious reason, but isn't the most hardest part. It makes something be hard, but everything has its own flaws. Even the most famous celebrity that we know still has its own flaw. Because at the very end, the truth is, social media will continue colonizing our minds as long as we mistake the simulation over reality. If we truly want to live in those vast oceans with piles of dead animals, we need to take our minds back one skeptical scroll at a time. And that's how we live unfiltered moments. Thank you.